I never thought I'd be sitting across from my sister at Starbucks, watching her try to steal 15 years of sacrifices with a smile on her face. But here we are, and Vanessa's perfectly manicured nails are wrapped around her untouched latte as she explains how she's found her dream vacation home in the Hamptons. My name is Lisa, and I've spent the last 15 years of my life preparing for this exact moment. It's perfect timing, really, Vanessa chirps, sliding glossy photos across the table. With Jayla heading to college soon, we could all use this as a family gathering spot. You know, make memories together. I take a slow sip of my coffee, remembering the night this all started. Jayla was 2, crying in a playpen while Vanessa danced on tables at some club. I'd gotten the call at 3 a.m. from the babysitter, who hadn't been paid and needed to leave. That was the night I opened the college fund account. The market's hot right now, Vanessa continues, and I know you've been managing Jayla's college fund. I was thinking we could use that as a down payment. Just temporarily, of course. How did you find out about the fund? I ask quietly. Vanessa waves her hand dismissively. Mom mentioned something about you being so responsible with money. I did some digging. Come on, Lisa. It's not like it's a state secret, but it was. I'd been careful, working double shifts at the hospital, living in a tiny apartment, saying no to vacations and dates and anything that might drain what I was building for Jayla. Every birthday check, every Christmas bonus, every spare dollar went into that account. The fund is for Jayla's education, I say firmly. It's not available for anything else. Don't be ridiculous, Vanessa laughs, but there's an edge to it now. She can get student loans like everyone else. This is a family investment opportunity. I think about Jayla, now 17 and brilliant, applying to top universities with no idea that her future is already secured. I think about the nights I helped her with homework, while Vanessa was finding herself in Bali. About the college tours I took her on, because Vanessa was too busy with her latest boyfriend. No, I say simply. Vanessa's smile freezes. What do you mean, no? The money is in a trust. For education only. A trust? Vanessa's voice rises slightly. Since when? Why would you do that without consulting me? She's my daughter. The same daughter you left with unpaid babysitters? The same daughter who had to call me on her 13th birthday because you were in Vegas? That's not fair, Vanessa hisses. I was going through things. You always do this. Always judge me while acting so perfect. A barista calls out someone's order, and I watch Vanessa's perfectly composed mask slip for just a second. I see it now. The desperation behind her eyes. She needs this money. How much trouble are you in? I ask. I'm not in trouble, she snaps. I'm trying to do something nice for our family. God, you're so suspicious. This is why you're alone, you know. You never trust anyone. I stand up, gathering my purse. The fund stays where it is. It's not up for discussion. Vanessa grabs my wrist. Lisa, wait, please. Family helps family, right? That's what you always say. I look down at her hand, then into her eyes. Yes, that's exactly what I've been doing for 15 years. As I walk out, my phone buzzes. It's Harrison, my lawyer. Hey, I answer. You were right. She finally asked. Did she threaten anything? Harrison's voice is calm, professional. Not yet, but she will. The trust is ironclad, he reassures me. Everything we planned for is in place. I get into my car and sit there for a moment, watching through the window as Vanessa makes angry calls on her phone. I should feel guilty, I suppose. Should feel bad about anticipating my own sister's greed and building a legal trap around it. But all I feel is tired. Tired and ready. My phone buzzes again. A text from Jayla. Hey, Aunt Lisa. Can you help me with my college essays this weekend? I smile and text back. Of course. Pizza and proofreading at my place? You're the best, she replies. I start the car, knowing what's coming. Vanessa won't let this go. She'll escalate, manipulate, try to turn the family against me. But that's okay. Sometimes the best revenge isn't just about being right, it's about being ready. And I've been ready for 15 years. The next morning, my doorbell rings at 7 a.m. I open it to find Vanessa, my mother, and a man in a suit I don't recognize. Family intervention, Vanessa announces, pushing past me into my apartment. Mom follows, giving me that disappointed look she's perfected over the years. The suit introduces himself as Robert, Vanessa's financial advisor. This is inappropriate, I say, but they're already making themselves comfortable in my living room. The same living room I've kept sparsely furnished to save money all these years. What's inappropriate, Mom cuts in, is hiding money from your own sister. Money that could help the whole family. I cross my arms. Did Vanessa tell you where that money came from? How it got there? That's not relevant, Vanessa interrupts quickly. Robert has run the numbers. Do you know how much that fund would be worth as a real estate investment? Robert opens his laptop, eager to show me spreadsheets, but I hold up my hand. Stop. This isn't a negotiation. The trust is for Jayla's education. Period. You're being stubborn, Mom sighs. Your sister has a vision for our family's future. A place where we can all gather, make memories. Like the memories of me picking Jayla up from school every day while Vanessa was finding herself, I snap. Or the memories of her missed parent-teacher conferences, birthday parties, dance recitals. Vanessa's face darkens. You think you're so much better than me, don't you? Playing the perfect aunt while making me look bad? You did that all on your own. Ladies, Robert interjects, perhaps we could focus on the numbers. The numbers, I laugh, are exactly what I've been focused on for 15 years. Every extra shift, every promotion, every raise. While you, I turn to Vanessa, we're burning through Dad's inheritance in 6 months, Mom gasps. That's enough! Lisa, you're being cruel. Cruel? I walk to my desk, pull out a folder, and start laying out papers. Here's the babysitter receipts from when Jayla was little. Here's the tutor bills I paid. Here's the summer camp deposits. Where were you, Vanessa? Where was your money then? Vanessa stands up, hands shaking. I was going through a difficult time. You know that. But I'm better now. I'm trying to build something. With someone else's money. Again. Robert clears his throat. Ms. Lisa, legally speaking, as Jayla's mother, Vanessa has certain rights. No, she doesn't, I cut him off. The trust is ironclad. Call your lawyer if you don't believe me. I already did, Vanessa says quietly. The room goes still. They're drawing up papers now. If you won't help family willingly, we'll do this the hard way. Mom starts to cry. Please, Lisa, don't make this ugly. I look at my sister. Really look at her. Designer clothes, perfect makeup, empty eyes. You haven't changed at all, have you? Still thinking you can take whatever you want. I'm taking what's rightfully mine, Vanessa shouts. She's my daughter. Then start acting like it, I shout back. Start thinking about her future instead of your vacation home. You self-righteous bitch, Vanessa hisses. You think you're protecting her? You're just controlling everyone like you always do. Well, guess what? When I'm done, you'll never see Jayla again. My phone buzzes. It's Harrison. Perfect timing. I answer on speaker. Harrison, you're on with my sister, our mother, and apparently Vanessa's financial advisor. Excellent, Harrison says smoothly. I've just received notice of intended legal action regarding the trust. I wanted to inform everyone present that any attempt to access or transfer those funds fraudulently will result in immediate criminal charges. Vanessa's face goes white. Robert starts packing up his laptop. Furthermore, Harrison continues, the trust has specific provisions regarding attempted misappropriation. Would you like me to detail those now? That won't be necessary, I say, watching Vanessa's perfect mask crumble. They were just leaving. Mom tries one last time. Lisa, please, we're family. Yes, I say, opening my door. And family helps family. I'm helping Jayla have the future she deserves. After they leave, I sink onto my couch, hands shaking slightly. My phone buzzes again. A text from Vanessa. You'll regret this. I promise. I forward it to Harrison, then text back. Every move you make against that trust makes my case stronger. Choose carefully. Because that's the thing about karma. It works best when you help it along. And I've had 15 years to set this up perfectly. Let the games begin, sis. The next week feels like psychological warfare. My phone won't stop ringing with calls from relatives I haven't heard from in years. Vanessa's been busy, spinning her tale of the cruel sister hoarding her daughter's future. I'm at work, checking patient charts, when my friend Taya slides up to the nurse's station. Your sister's in the parking lot. What? With some guy. Tall, looks expensive. They've been out there for 20 minutes. I peek through the window and freeze. The man with Vanessa is Landon, Jayla's father, who hasn't bothered to show up for the past 5 years. Want me to call security? Taya asks. No, I'll handle it. Outside, Vanessa's fake smile is already in place. Landon looks exactly the same. Expensive suit, carefully messy hair, practiced charm. Lisa, he says warmly, like we're all old friends. You look great. What do you want? Can't a father be concerned about his daughter's future? He spreads his hands. I hear there's been some disagreement about Jayla's college fund. The fund you never contributed to? I keep my voice level. The one you didn't even know existed until Vanessa told you? Water under the bridge, he says smoothly. I'm here now, and as Jayla's father, you gave up that title when you missed her middle school graduation to vacation in Cabo. Vanessa steps forward. Lisa, be reasonable. Landon's a financial advisor now. He knows about investments, about making money grow. The vacation home could double in value in 5 years. Unlike child support payments, which apparently never grew at all, I say, watching Landon's smile tighten. My phone buzzes. A text from Harrison. Don't engage. They're fishing for recorded confrontation. I start to turn away, but Landon grabs my arm. Listen, you self-righteous security cameras, I say quietly, nodding to the hospital's surveillance. And witnesses. Want to rethink that move? He lets go like I'm on fire. Vanessa's face twists with fury. You think you're so smart, don't you? Wait until Jayla hears about this. Wait until she knows how you're keeping her future hostage. By ensuring she can afford college? Yeah, I'm terrible. I head back inside, but my hands are shaking. Taya meets me with coffee. You okay? They're going to drag Jayla into this, I say. They're going to try to turn her against me. Then tell her the truth, Taya suggests, before they can spin it. But when I check my phone, it's already starting. Jayla sent me a series of confused, angry texts. Mom's crying. Dad says you're trying to control everyone. Why are you doing this to us? I'm composing a response when another text comes through. From my mother, family dinner. Tonight, 7 p.m., non-negotiable. The dinner is exactly the ambush I expect. Mom's house is packed with family members, all ready to weigh in on my selfishness. Aunt Rachel, Uncle Pete, even my grandmother's been called in from Florida. Jayla sits in the corner, looking lost and angry. Vanessa keeps touching her shoulder, playing the concerned mother perfectly. I just don't understand, my grandmother says, shaking her head. Family helps family. That's how we were raised. Exactly, I say. I've been helping family for 15 years. Where was everyone else? That's not fair, Vanessa protests. We all had our struggles. Show them the trust paperwork, I challenge. Show them exactly how much you've contributed to Jayla's future. I'll wait. The room goes quiet. Jayla looks up, confused. What does she mean, Mom? She's trying to manipulate you, Landon cuts in smoothly. Turn you against your mother. Tax records, I announce, pulling out my phone. Right here. 15 years of my contributions. Want to show yours? Stop it, Mom snaps. This isn't about money. It's exactly about money, I say. It's about Vanessa wanting to steal her daughter's education fund for a vacation home. Again, show the records. Prove me wrong. Jayla stands up suddenly. Is that true? Mom? Dad? Is Aunt Lisa telling the truth? The silence is deafening. Vanessa reaches for her, but Jayla steps back. Jayla, sweetie, it's complicated, Vanessa starts. How much is in the fund? Jayla demands, looking at me. I meet her eyes. Enough for any college you choose, plus graduate school, if you want it. Jayla turns to her parents, tears in her eyes. And you want to use it for a house? For our family, Vanessa insists. For all of us. But Jayla's already walking out. The screen door slams behind her. The room erupts in chaos. But I just stand there, watching through the window as my niece sits alone on the porch swing, her whole world shifting on its axis. Sometimes karma needs a witness. And sometimes the truth hurts exactly who it needs to. The legal notice arrives on a Tuesday. I've been expecting it, but my hands still shake as I open the envelope. Inside is exactly what Harrison warned me about, Vanessa's formal attempt to claim control of the trust. I call Harrison immediately. It's happening. Come to the office, he says. Now. His office is warm, familiar. I've spent countless hours here over the years, planning, preparing. Harrison looks up from the papers, a slight smile playing at his corners of his mouth. She did exactly what we predicted, he says. Filed for emergency financial control, claiming maternal rights. And she just triggered every failsafe we built into that trust. The moment she filed this, he slides a document across his desk. All control transfers permanently to you. She's legally disqualified herself. I pick up the paper, 15 years of planning crystallizing into this single moment. She really did it. She really did. Harrison leans back. Want to know the best part? She used Landon's lawyer, who apparently didn't bother to read the full trust agreement. This is amateur hour. My phone buzzes. Jayla. Mom's acting weird. She keeps saying everything's going to be different soon. What's happening? She needs to know, Harrison says gently, before Vanessa tries to spin this. I'm composing a text to Jayla when my office door bursts open. Vanessa storms in, face flushed, waving papers. You conniving bitch, she screams. You planned this. You set me up. Harrison stands. Ms. Vanessa, you need to leave. Shut up. She throws the papers at me. You think you're so clever? Setting up all these little traps? I'm her mother. Yes, I say calmly. You are. And as her mother, you just tried to steal her future. How's that working out? It's not stealing if it's family. She's crying now, mascara running. You've always been jealous of me. Always wanted what I had. Well, you can't have my daughter. This was never about having Jayla. I stand up. This was about protecting her. From you. From your chaos. From your selfishness. I'll fight this, she hisses. I'll take you to court. You'll lose, Harrison interrupts. Every single time. The trust is ironclad, and you just proved exactly why it needed to be. My phone buzzes again. Multiple texts from Jayla. Mom's gone crazy. She's throwing things. What did you do? Please help. Jayla needs me, I say, gathering my things. We're done here. We're not done until I say we're done. Vanessa blocks the door. I'll tell everyone what you did. I'll make sure the whole family knows how you manipulated and schemed. Tell them, I say. Tell them how you tried to steal your daughter's college fund for a vacation home. Tell them how you failed. Tell them everything. Security's on their way, Harrison says quietly. Vanessa's face changes, becomes eerily calm. You want to play hardball? Fine, let's play. But remember, you started this. She storms out just as security arrives. I slump against Harrison's desk. You okay? He asks softly. No, I admit. But Jayla needs me. I find Jayla at my apartment, sitting on my doorstep. Her eyes are red from crying. Tell me everything, she says as I sit beside her. The whole truth. So I do. I tell her about the trust, about working extra shifts, about watching her mother's patterns, and knowing, someday, this would happen. Why didn't you tell me before? Because you deserve to love your mom without doubts, I say. Because I hoped maybe she'd prove me wrong. Jayla pulls out her phone, shows me Vanessa's latest text. Your aunt is trying to steal you from me. Don't let her poison you against your own mother. She's going to make this ugly, isn't she? Jayla asks. Probably. She hesitates. Can I stay with you? Just for a while? Until things calm down? Before I can answer, a car screeches up to the curb. Vanessa jumps out, followed by Landon. Get in the car, Jayla, Vanessa demands. Now. No, Jayla says quietly. I'm your mother. You don't have a choice. Actually, I stand up. She does. She's 17. In this state, she can choose where she lives. Landon steps forward. You've done enough damage. I have proof of every contribution to that trust, I cut in, and every missed child support payment. Want to compare numbers? They freeze. Jayla grabs my hand. Leave, I tell them, before I call the police. As they drive away, Jayla squeezes my hand. Thank you, she whispers, for everything. But this isn't over. Vanessa's text proves it. You think you've won? Watch me burn it all down. And knowing my sister, she'll try. But that's okay. I've been fireproof for years. Living with Jayla is like watching a flower finally get sunlight. She spreads her homework across my dining table, laughs freely, and stops checking her phone every 5 minutes for her mother's emotional grenades. I got into Stanford, she tells me one morning, sliding the acceptance letter across the breakfast table. Early decision. I nearly spill my coffee. Jayla, that's amazing. I couldn't have done it without you, she says, then hesitates. But Mom, what about her? She posted on Facebook that I'm abandoning my family, that you've brainwashed me. Jayla pulls up the post on her phone. Look at the comments. The comments are brutal. Family members calling me a homewrecker. Accusations of manipulation. Vanessa playing the victim perfectly, garnering sympathy from every corner. I'm sorry, I start, but Jayla cuts me off. Don't apologize. I've been thinking about something. She takes a deep breath. Can we look at the trust paperwork? All of it? I want to understand everything. Harrison comes over that evening with the files. We spread them across the living room floor. 15 years of receipts, contributions, legal documents. This is... Jayla's voice breaks as she sees the numbers. You did all this? For me? Every extra shift, I confirm. Every bonus. Every tax return. And Mom? Dad? She flips through more pages. There's nothing from them. No, Harrison says gently. Nothing. Jayla sits back, processing. The vacation house she wanted? How much was it? I show her the listing Vanessa had brought to Starbucks. Jayla's face hardens. That's more than 4 years at Stanford, she says quietly. She was going to take my entire future for a summer house? Before I can respond, someone pounds on the door. Jayla! Baby, I know you're in there! Vanessa, drunk from the sound of her voice. Don't answer it, Harrison says. But Jayla's already moving. No, she says. I need to do this. She opens the door. Vanessa stumbles in, mascara smeared, clutching her designer purse like a shield. Baby, she slurs. Come home. Please. She's poisoned you against me. But I'm your mother. Stop. Jayla's voice is steel. Look around, Mom. Look at these papers. This is what real love looks like. Vanessa focuses on the documents scattered across the floor. What is all this? Proof, Jayla says. Every penny Aunt Lisa saved for my education. Every sacrifice she made while you were finding yourself. Where were you when I needed braces? When I needed tutoring? When I cried because I couldn't afford dance classes? I was going through a hard time. For 15 years? Jayla picks up a stack of papers. Here's my acceptance to Stanford. Full ride, thanks to Aunt Lisa. And you wanted to trade that for a vacation house? It was for our family, Vanessa wails. For memories. The only memories I have of you are broken promises, Jayla's voice cracks. And now I know why Aunt Lisa set up this trust. She knew. She knew you'd try to take this from me, too. Vanessa lunges forward, grabbing Jayla's arm. You ungrateful little... Harrison steps between them. That's assault. Leave now, or I call the police. She's my daughter. No, Jayla says quietly. Right now, you're just a drunk woman trying to hurt me. Please leave. Vanessa staggers back like she's been slapped. Fine. Side with her. But remember who gave birth to you. Remember who... Giving birth doesn't make you a mother, I interrupt. Loving someone enough to put them first does. After Harrison escorts Vanessa out, Jayla collapses onto the couch, shaking. I'm proud of you, I tell her, sitting beside her. I always thought... She wipes her eyes. I always thought maybe I was the problem. That I wasn't good enough for her to stay, to care, to try harder. No, I pull her close. You were always enough. More than enough. My phone buzzes. A text from Mom. Vanessa's threatening to hurt herself. This is your fault. Then another from Landon. You've destroyed this family. And finally, from Vanessa. Watch your back, sister. This isn't over until I say it's over. I show the text to Harrison, who's already typing on his phone. Restraining order, he says. First thing tomorrow. Jayla reads the text over my shoulder and straightens her spine. I want to speak at the hearing, she says. I want to tell the judge everything. I look at my niece, no, this young woman who's finally seeing clearly, and feel a fierce pride. Okay, I say, but remember, this might get worse before it gets better. I know, she nods, but I'm not afraid anymore. Truth is better than pretty lies, right? Right. Even when the truth comes with a price tag, none of us were quite ready to pay. The restraining order hearing is set for Tuesday, but Vanessa strikes first. Monday morning, I wake up to 30 missed calls and my social media flooded with a video of her, tear-stained and perfectly lit, telling her truth. My own sister, she sobs to the camera, has stolen my daughter, poisoned her against me, all because of money. Money that was meant for our whole family. Jayla watches it with me, her face hard. She's still lying. That's what she does best, I say. But my hands are shaking. The comments are vicious. Family members and strangers alike calling me a monster. My phone rings. Harrison. Turn on the local news. Vanessa's there too, being interviewed outside her house. She's wearing no makeup, looking vulnerable and destroyed. My sister has always been jealous of my relationship with my daughter. She's used money to manipulate and control us. She's going full nuclear, Harrison says. But that's not why I called. Check your email. The email is from our family lawyer. Vanessa has filed a claim against our father's estate, claiming I misappropriated inheritance money to build the trust. But that's impossible, I say. Dad's inheritance was split equally. I have proof. She's not looking for proof, Harrison says. She's looking for chaos. Jayla's phone chimes. A text from Landon. Your mother's in the hospital. Suicide watch. I hope you're happy. She's faking, Jayla whispers, but her voice shakes. Right? Before I can answer, my mother bursts through the front door. I hadn't even given her a key. She must have kept one from when she helped me move in. Are you happy now? She screams. Your sister's in the hospital. They had to pump her stomach. Mom, I start, but she's on a roll. First you steal her daughter, then her inheritance. Now you've driven her to this. I raised you better. Did you? I snap. Because all I remember is you enabling her, making excuses, letting her hurt everyone around her. Stop it, Jayla shouts. Just stop. This is exactly what she wants. My phone buzzes again. Taya, you need to see this. She sent a link to Vanessa's latest social media post. A photo of her in a hospital bed, IV and arm, looking fragile. The caption reads, "When your own sister destroys your life for money." Pray for me. Family betrayal. I'm calling the hospital, Harrison says. Let's verify this story, but it doesn't matter if it's real or not. The damage is done. My inbox is flooding with hate mail. Distant relatives are sharing Vanessa's posts, adding their own stories of my controlling nature and jealousy. Then comes the final blow, a formal letter from my mother's lawyer. She's joining Vanessa's lawsuit, Harrison confirms after reading it. They're going after everything, the trust, your savings, even your house. Can they win? Jayla asks, her voice small. No, Harrison says firmly, but they can make life hell for a while. My phone rings again, an unknown number. I answer on speaker. Lisa, it's Landon. Look, this has gone too far. Just give Vanessa what she wants. She's really hurt herself this time. Like you hurt her when you cheated? Jayla cuts in. When you left us? Where were your concerns then? Silence on the line. Jayla, he starts, but she's not finished. You don't get to play concerned father now. Not when Aunt Lisa has the receipts for every child support payment you missed. After she hangs up, the room is quiet, except for my mother's muffled sobs. I need to go to the hospital, Mom says finally. My daughter needs me. I'm your daughter too, I say quietly. She looks at me, and for a moment I see something crack in her expression. But then it hardens again. Choose your side carefully, Lisa. Family is forever. After she leaves, Jayla hugs me tight. We are family, she says. The real kind. My phone buzzes one last time. A text from Harrison. Hospital confirms she's there for observation. No stomach pumping. No serious injury. Pure theater. I show Jayla the text. She nods, unsurprised. The hearing's tomorrow, she says. I'm ready to tell the truth. All of it. I look at this brave, clear-eyed young woman and see everything I've been fighting for. Not just the money, not just her education, but her chance to break free from the cycle of manipulation and guilt. Okay, I say. But remember, your mom's not going to stop. This is just the beginning. I know, Jayla says, but lies are like houses built on sand. Eventually, they all fall down. She's right. And tomorrow, in court, we're bringing the tide in. The courtroom feels smaller than I expected. Vanessa sits across the aisle, still wearing her hospital bracelet like a battle medal. Mom's beside her, clutching her hand. They've even wheeled in my grandmother in her wheelchair for maximum effect. Harrison touches my arm. Remember, let the evidence speak for itself. The judge, a stern-faced woman in her 60s, reviews the papers before her. This is quite a stack of accusations, she says. Let's start with the trust dispute. Vanessa's lawyer stands. All expensive suit and practiced concern. Your Honor, my client, as the mother of the beneficiary, has been systematically excluded from financial decisions regarding her own child. Objection, Harrison interrupts. The trust documents clearly show Ms. Vanessa was informed of its existence when it was created. She chose not to participate. Is this true? The judge asks Vanessa directly. I was going through a difficult time. Vanessa starts her familiar speech, but the judge cuts her off. Yes or no? Yes, but... Moving on. The judge turns a page. These allegations of manipulation and coercion. Your Honor, Vanessa's lawyer produces a tablet. My client's social media posts demonstrate the emotional distress. I'd like to speak. Jayla stands up suddenly. The judge peers over her glasses. You're the beneficiary? Yes, Your Honor. Approach. Jayla walks to the front, her back straight. Vanessa makes a small, wounded sound. Baby, you don't have to. Ms. Kennedy, silence, the judge warns. Go ahead, young lady. Jayla takes a deep breath. For 17 years, I thought chaos was normal. I thought it was normal for my mom to disappear for weeks. Normal for my dad to forget my birthday. Normal to wait up at night, wondering if anyone would remember to pick me up from dance class. She pulls out her phone. I have texts. Hundreds of them. Me begging my mom to come home. Asking my dad where the child support was. And every time I needed something, every single time, there was Aunt Lisa. Objection. Vanessa's lawyer stands. This is emotional manipulation. No, Jayla's voice rings out. This is the truth. My mom wants to steal my college fund for a vacation house. She's lying about suicide attempts for sympathy. She's trying to destroy the one person who actually put me first. The judge studies Jayla carefully. Do you have evidence of these claims? The hospital records, Harrison produces a document, show no emergency treatment, no stomach pumping, just a voluntary check-in and release. Vanessa jumps up. I was in pain. Emotional pain. Sit down, the judge orders. Continue, young lady. Jayla pulls out more papers. These are my Stanford acceptance letters. These are the trust statements showing every contribution Aunt Lisa made. And these, she pauses, are the bank records showing where my mom's child support payments actually went. Spa trips, luxury cruises, designer clothes. You ungrateful little... Vanessa starts forward, but bailiffs step between them. Order. The judge slams her gavel. Ms. Kennedy, one more outburst and you'll be removed. My mother stands up. Your Honor, please. We're just trying to keep our family together. By destroying it? Jayla asks. By lying? By trying to steal my future? The judge holds up her hand. I've heard enough. This court finds the trust was legally established and maintained. Furthermore, given the evidence of attempted misappropriation, full control will remain with Lisa as trustee until the beneficiary reaches 21. Vanessa wails. My mother starts praying loudly. Additionally, the judge continues, the restraining order is granted. Ms. Kennedy is to maintain 500 feet distance from both Lisa and Jayla, with no contact through any medium. You can't keep me from my daughter, Vanessa screams. Watch me, the judge says coldly. One more word, and you'll be held in contempt. Dismissed. Outside the courtroom, Vanessa makes one last attempt, lunging toward Jayla. I gave birth to you. I made you. No, Jayla steps back. Aunt Lisa made me who I am, by showing me what real love looks like. Security escorts Vanessa out as she screams about appeals and justice. My mother follows, not looking back. You okay? I ask Jayla. She wipes her eyes. Yeah. For the first time, I think I really am. Harrison touches my shoulder. It's not quite over. They'll probably appeal. Let them, I say. The truth is out now. Everything else is just noise. My phone buzzes. A text from Vanessa. You've won nothing. Family is forever, remember? And I'll never forget this. I show it to Jayla, who takes my phone and types a response. You're right. Family is forever. That's why Aunt Lisa spent forever protecting me from you. She hands the phone back, squares her shoulders, and smiles. Let's go home. As we walk out, I realize she's right. We are home, not in a building or a trust fund or a family name, but in the truth we finally spoke aloud. And no amount of manipulation can take that away. The morning of Jayla's Stanford send-off, I find her sitting in our living room, staring at her phone. Everything packed? I ask. Mom sent me this. She holds up her phone. It's a photo of her as a baby, Vanessa holding her in the hospital. She wrote, "Remember where you came from." I sit beside her. Are you okay? Yeah. Jayla puts the phone down. I texted back, I remember everything. Then I blocked her number. The doorbell rings. It's Harrison with coffee and bagels. He's been around more lately, helping with college paperwork, offering quiet support. Ready for the big day? He asks Jayla. Almost. She pulls out an envelope. But first, I need you both to read this. Inside is a letter, written in Jayla's neat handwriting. Dear Aunt Lisa and Harrison, I've been trying to find the right words to thank you, not just for the trust fund, but for showing me what real love looks like. Love isn't manipulation or guilt or grand gestures on social media. It's 15 years of quiet sacrifices. It's protecting someone's future, even when they don't know they need protection. Mom keeps saying, remember where you came from. I do remember. I remember who was there, who showed up, who stayed. So I made a decision. I've already talked to the lawyers. When I turn 21 and gain control of the trust, I want to split it. Half for my education, half to start a foundation, the Lisa Patterson Fund for Educational Freedom, to help other kids break free from toxic family cycles. Because that's what you did for me, Aunt Lisa. You didn't just save money, you saved me. Love, Jayla. Harrison clears his throat. I wipe my eyes. Are you sure? I ask. More sure than I've ever been, Jayla says, and I want you both on the board of directors. The doorbell rings again. This time it's Taya, carrying a Stanford-bound banner and balloons. Your mom's outside, she warns, with your grandmother. Let them come, Jayla says firmly. I have something to say anyway. They enter cautiously, my mother looking thin and tired, my grandmother in her wheelchair. They've brought flowers. We just wanted to say goodbye, Mom starts. No, Jayla interrupts. You wanted one last chance to make this about you, about how I'm abandoning the family, about how Aunt Lisa stole me. That's not... I'm going to be a lawyer, Jayla continues. Like Harrison. I'm going to help other kids set up trusts and escape manipulation. And when people ask me why, I'm going to tell them about my mother who tried to steal my future and my aunt who saved it. My mother starts to speak, but my grandmother raises her hand. Lisa, she says quietly, come here. I kneel beside her wheelchair. I was wrong, she says, about everything, about you, about Vanessa. She takes my hand. You did what we should have done years ago. You protected her when we were too weak to see the truth. Mom makes a choked sound. And you, my grandmother turns to her. You chose the wrong daughter to support. It's time to fix that. The room goes silent. Mom looks at me, really looks at me, maybe for the first time in years. I'm sorry, she whispers. Me too, I say. Jayla clears her throat. Great. Now that's settled. Who's helping me load up the car? We all pitch in. Even my grandmother directs traffic from her wheelchair. As Harrison and I load the last box, he catches my hand. Hey, he says softly. Have dinner with me tonight? Yes, I say, surprising myself with how easy it feels. Yes, I will. Jayla hugs me tight before getting in her car. Thank you, she whispers, for everything. Ready? Harrison asks her. Ready, she grins. My lawyer/maybe future uncle is driving me to college. How cool is that? As they drive away, Mom touches my arm. Come to dinner Sunday? We have a lot to talk about. Okay, I say. But no more lies. No more enabling Vanessa. No more choosing sides. No more, she agrees. Just healing. My phone buzzes. One last text from Vanessa. You think this is over? Just wait. But for the first time, her threats feel empty. Because the truth is, it is over. Not with a bang or a dramatic showdown, but with a quiet victory of light over darkness, of truth over manipulation, of real love over toxic control. I delete the text without responding. Some battles don't need to be fought. Some victories are silent. And some kinds of karma work best when you simply step aside and let them happen. Besides, I have a dinner date to get ready for. And for once, my schedule is clear of other people's chaos. It's time to live my own story.